Hey there everybody, it's Atherbeer Stan back here with some more SevTech Ages. Ooh, and no more bouncy boots. Once again we had an episode happen without sound. It seems to be that every time I try to use an external microphone, it resets and it no longer recognizes the built-in mic on my laptop, which is what I normally use. So in future I'm just going to have to be really careful to double check that anytime I connect an external microphone. So we missed an episode. We are in Age 4. I think that happened on camera in the episode before that, though. We have all kinds of things. Engineering presses. Able to transfer energy between different mods. A power adapter block can help. Interesting. Plastic mixer to create colored plastic sheets. Is that a... Yeah, that's Pneumaticraft. Okay. To get into some Pneumaticraft. I've never done it before, so that'll be fun. Certus quartz. Ardite ore, silicon ore. So we need a new ore prospector. Anyway, that's where we're at. I think it was also the end is a thing. We need enhanced ender alloy. Use the fruit to create interesting. Okay, and ender alloy. Anyway, that's that. Let's get caught up. I have no idea what we're going to do today. But it's been probably 5 or 6 months since I've actually recorded. 3 or 4 at the very least. It's been quite some time. But before that, let's go around the base and kind of get caught up. Because some things happened that you guys don't know about. That doesn't need to be there. Where did that go? I don't know. So let's see, we did that on camera. Okay, I got these things. These things are stupid. We need to go to the hunting dimension though, because it's daytime. So let's jam on over. Oh yes, we did this. Steve's Cart's tree farm. That's pretty cool. It's the first time I've done a Steve Cart's farm, so that was fun. Oops. Really digging this build, I have to say. I've been away from the game for, like I said, months, several months, and now that I'm coming back to it, okay, there we go. Oop, turn me around. That was kind of weird. Hopefully that doesn't become a thing. Okay, let's bop into the hunting dimension real quick. Should load. Oh, rain. Great. Don't like the rain. So enough. Oh, use this again. Gives it enough. Let's see if we go in here. It's actually got a modifier on it. It is unbreakable, which means for shuriken that means unlimited durability. That's not what I want. I just basically put a bunch of obsidian plates on it and made it unbreakable. So it doesn't do a lot of damage, but it kills things pretty quick. Remember, everything in the hunting dimension is double hit points too, so let's find some more. I don't see any. Where are the bad guys? Stupid rain. There we go. Done. I saw another guy over here. Nope. Anyway, that's what it does, and it just doesn't even matter how many bad guys there are. The auto fire shuriken kill everything. It's super cheaty. Good night. Super cheaty, never runs out of ammunition. Kills everything, basically. Not a lot around to kill. Where are all the mobs? They're out there. See them on the mini-map. They're just not coming after me. Here, hey. What you got, zombie? Pew, pew, pew. Anyway, well, that's enough of that. Made those things. They're pretty badass. Okay. What else did we do? I've done a ton of work on the immersive engineering stuff. Ton of work. That was pretty much the entire last episode, as well as a lot of time not recording. because I don't like to record building and rebuilding and rebuilding and rebuilding multi-block structures. It's not really that fun to watch or to do, but I have to do it. You don't have to watch it. So we're out of oil. This thing is empty now. Not getting any more oil, so we're going to have to find some more, hopefully nearby. That's one thing we can do this episode, because we have this guy. We got like, what, 408 buckets in there, which is not really all that much. Got this set up outside now. The steam generator's outside. We got this water fluid pump going here. It took a while to figure out how to get that thing going, and honestly I don't even remember most of that, so couldn't tell you. Also moved the diesel generator out here. You can see everything is much closer together here. Are we pulling diesel out to this thing too? I didn't remember it taking diesel. Apparently it does take fuel. Interesting. Okay, I didn't remember that. So we've got LV, MV, and HV wire there. We've got how did I take damage right there? I don't even know. That's weird. When you don't have ×2 hit points, you die real quick to these things. They're a lot of fun. Only thing they're not good against is Endermains. So I've got the modular machinery hooked up in here. Basically the same assembly line, put some redstone in. So this all works out. Just moves everything with some fluid pipes. And then we've got power down here under the floor. You can see pretty straightforward. Comes in over here. Right? This also gives us the ability from right here, we can send it up into the walls. So we can do that. So now that I've shown you this, I think this is all ready to go. Let's get some dirt. No dirt. We don't have any dirt. I wonder if I've got some hanging around. Obviously, moved the blast furnace and such. You can see it's just being powered by the water wheels. Basically one water wheel for each. Not trying to integrate those all fancy into the rest of the base. We've got one additional freed up here, and then we've got the crusher built. Of course, don't step in that thing; it will kill you, or at least do a lot of damage. This is my little staircase. This is where we go to throw things into the crusher. We've also got the stamper here. As you can see, I lowered it into the ground. I think that makes for a fun little build. This now then is the output chest for the crusher and the stamper, so everything ends up in here. Interesting. Clay. I must have been using the packing mold. The only problem with this setup is it makes it hard to see what mold press you're using. So I'm thinking about maybe making a little spot in the floor that we can step down into. But that's the only bad thing. Leaves us a lot of room left to play with here in this building. Really, I don't even know what we'll put in here, but there are still a lot of big machines left to make, so no worries there. I'm sure we'll figure something out. Let's go sleep and get rid of this stupid rain. I really don't like it. It doesn't really seem to affect my FPS even with the recording going, but I just don't like it. There we go. That should clear up the weather. I don't know what to do with all these guys. We don't really need any of this infrastructure anymore. Certainly we don't need this infrastructure anymore. Like at all. I'm inclined to kind of leave it here just as a reminder of where we came from. I think it would be kind of fun to leave all of the builds intact rather than tearing them down when they become obsolete. What else happened? I think that's about it. Look at, we can see our eyes, just two little eyes poking out of the helmet there. Doot, 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 doot. Let's go down here real quick. Empty out the old inventory a little bit. There we go. Let's see. I don't know if I did anything over on this side of the pond. Let's go check. We've got our grapes growing. Work out based on this constant freezing. I think maybe the computer needs a reboot. Blank room. Yeah, we haven't done anything else out here since last time. Oh, that's not true. That's not true. We did do some things. Yes. There are these things. Let's see if I have them on me. Sack of holding. You can use them to move things like chests and whatnot, but you can also use them to move mob spawners. So I went up here. This is all closed in now, but let's see. We got helmet crabs and the mini ghasts. And there's some fans and some mob. So you can see the fans in there. They blow the mobs over. It doesn't seem to work very well on the ghasts. It's unfortunate. Let's maybe not get shot here. So yeah, anyway, I went and got some mob spawners. And yeah, that's a thing. So I guess I didn't pick up either of those blocks. So we'll just cover it up with some cobblestone for now. So that's a big deal. We can repair all of our night metal tools and such. I think our next quest then is to find more oil. I'm sure there's some like right nearby. So we need a capacitor. LV capacitor probably would do the trick. So let's build that real quick. Probably should move all of this stuff out of the field as well. Let's see what we need to make an LV capacitor. That would be, what is this? Steam turbine controller. Gas turbine controller from advanced generators. That's a thing that we can make now, apparently. Do we do that? Steam turbine controller. That's interesting. I wonder what that's going to take. Oh, whoops. Okay, well, let's not get sidetracked. Maybe we'll look into that after the fact. We need treated wood planks. Really, that's it. Lead and redstone. Do we have any of that? Let's run back over here, of course. Back and forth we go. Probably should move that floating crystal. I feel like the base really needs a cleaning. Lead and redstone. It was just one of each, right? Yep. I'm going to do something terribly unconventional and just take what I need. Call me crazy. Don't grab a stack of everything this time. We've got so much different speed effects stacking up. You can see we're pretty quick. Okay, let's get this thing, and then we need to charge it up. Let's see, do we have any LV wire? No, let's grab a little bit of that as well. Oops. MV, HV, where's the LV wire? Is it in my bag? It is not. Are we out of LV wire? Is that what's going on here? Oh! Well, we can use uninsulated. That'll be fine. Do we have an LV connector? MV. Where's all of our LV stuff? Is it somewhere else? The pickaxe is too powerful. Where's all of our LV stuff? That's kind of strange. Obviously did some aesthetic things. I think I'll have to switch this around. The point was to make it look like it was electric lights, even though obviously they're not electric at all. So I was going to string some wires. LV wire relay. Where's our LV stuff? Maybe it's in here. There we go. Okay, let's get rid of that then. Let's take a couple of those, and a couple of those. And we don't seem to have an LV wire relay, so we'll just have to, oh, we can put it over here. This will be perfect. Nothing, this one's not using anything. We don't have any way of stepping the voltage down, unfortunately. So we'll just have to do this the old way, the old-fashioned way. Or I should say the slow way. That shouldn't take too long. It only takes 8,000 to power our drill. So probably by the time we find it, where's the drill? Was it in here? Nope. Nope. Well, but let's put this other stuff back. Good, good. Let's see, where did we keep our drill? Is it still set up, maybe? No. There we go. There's a drill. Treated wood fence. Let's put you away. Okay, what else can we get rid of? Marble pillars belong in this. This lantern does. What are you? A chest lock. I think that's a crafting component. Okay, that's looking a little bit better. Let's go grab our take that guy with us since I put the other ones away. Now, let's see, the easiest place probably to find some oil. And we got F9. And that's the chunk boundary right there. We already searched those two chunks, but we didn't look in this one. So let's do that real quick. Oh, it takes power at the bottom. Okay, we'll just do that. And do that. And that. And that. And then we just need our wackadoo. Set that to orange. There we go. Dang, that thing almost filled up. I wonder if they always move you the same direction. Yeah, it kind of seems like they do. We could put those in the mob spawner and just like get all the mobs pushed into the corner. That would be kind of fun. I'm kind of interested to try that out. Okay, let's see. We just need to right click. Hopefully we get oil in this chunk. That would be fantastic. I mean, we would barely have to move anything. Got it. Oil. Bing. How much? 10,000 buckets in this one. Wow. Okay, cool. That didn't take long. At all. Like, not at all, at all, at all. Okay, so I'm going to move the pump jack over, and then I'll be right back. Okay, well, this is a little bit embarrassing, but I think maybe that oil patch wasn't run through. It seems that I've had the generator turned off this whole time. So this wasn't actually running because there was no power. So there may very well be some oil left down here, but it's moved now. And it should be filling this tank. Let's turn that off for a minute and let's see what we get. Need a bucket. Yep, that's filling up. I think I turned it all off because we were filling up with diesel. And also we weren't running any power. Like nothing in here is actually being powered from any of this stuff. So having figured out that and kind of relearning where we left off at, I think we can safely just turn this off. We don't really need the power at the moment. It's just a waste of materials. So we'll let that, it'll run out of power eventually. It's getting power from somewhere. There might be a capacitor somewhere, I don't know. Should stop pretty quick though. Or did I put capacitors? I think I put capacitors up on top of the generator maybe. Did I do that? I should have. I didn't. Yeah, I did. So that's what that's about. So we only need to run that long enough to charge the capacitor, which is actually maybe what we need to do is experiment with like comparator or something. We've got our little LV capacitor. This will be a fun little. So we need a comparator. Compare Itor. There's just the one redstone. Nether quartz we can do. I think we have all that stuff. That's just any stone. And some nether quartz and 3 redstone torches. Okay, let's go make a couple of those just in case we end up needing more than one. Ideally, I think we would want 3 of them, 1 for each capacitor, so that if any of them gets too low, then let's see, do we have any redstone in here? We do. Oh, I didn't push shift, I pushed control. Okay. There's that. We have some nether quartz in there, we just need some stone. I believe it was 3. Oh, but we want more than 1 of these, don't we? Yeah, we definitely do. So let's get a couple more of those. And then get 3 of them. Didn't we just have a stack of stone and redstone? Did it go back in here? Redstone did. Sticks. I'm confused. Okay, let's go see how this works. We'll probably have to run back over here for 100. I have no idea what I'm doing or what I'm building. I'm just going to take it one step at a time. Stand with no plan. That's what we're dealing with. Hello, chest. Stand with no plan. That's wrong. I believe that's the way we want that to look. Whoa. That was crazy. This pick. Tell you. Wait, that was not right either. There we go. Okay, so that comparator, subtractor, comparator, I don't know. So then what we need maybe is some redstone. I think we've got some of that maybe right over here. No, we sure don't. I thought it would give us an indicator of what the power level was. Okay, let's go get some redstone then. Hello, chest. Yeah, I think after this little project, I'm going to cut and do a bunch of base cleanup. That field there has every kind of project cluttered in it. Okay, let's get a stack of redstone. And then, because what we can do is we can connect the capacitors that are on the generator back to the redstone control. So that's a power of 10. Which is 2/3. Yeah, that's exactly where we're at. I guess that's what we would expect. So what kind of stuff is around to make this happen? Buildcraft pipes? How do we get the signal from the top of that thing to the side of it? That's the question. What happens if we put it in subtractor mode? 10, 9. Does it require 2 signals? What if we do this? Just out of curiosity. So that goes down to 2. So it's subtracting 8 from the 10. Okay, I kind of see how this works. Yeah, and then it's back up to 10. I'm going to have to think about that for a minute. I wonder what else is out there. Let's see. What's that? There was a timer. Oops. What mod is that from? Dark Utilities. Let's see. At Dark Utilities. Dark Utilities. Okay, so it's no space. Somebody pointed that out in the comments. Thank you for that. Lore tag. No idea. So the timer apparently is the only thing. Block update detector, extreme vector plate, damage trap, interesting. Pearl blocks, sneaky torch. Torch plus a sneaky block. Sneaky pulse block, sneaky lever, dwindle cream, glue and weather dust. Interesting. Very interesting. So it doesn't look like mob filter. Doesn't look like there's anything else. Monolith of spawning, monolith of experience. Doesn't look like they have what we're looking for. Pearled Enderhopper. I wonder what the difference is. Purple slime blocks. Okay, so nothing here. Let's search for red. Oops. Redstone. See if there's anything we can use there. Get the repeater. The comparator. Iron spikes. Really? Powered by redstone. Damage on contact. Interesting. Password trigger. Doesn't really look like the thing that I'm looking for exists, so we're going to have to get fancy. Problem is we don't have enough room where the current setup is, really. So I don't know. Item magnet. Fascinating. Wireless receiver. Wireless redstone signals. Okay, there we go. What does it take to build that? Any stone, some iron, no problem. And the sender. Okay, that's cool. That's what we need right there. A transmitter and receiver. That way we can do all of our math somewhere else. Okay, I'm going to pause and try to brainstorm this out a little bit. I'll be back in a minute. Okay, this is pretty quick and dirty, but it works. It keeps the capacitor right around 200,000. You can see it kicks on about 1,800, or is that million? 1,800,000. So it's just a comparator out, a few pieces of redstone, I mean, any number will do, really. It just depends on what level you want to keep the capacitor charged to. And then this thing, wireless transmitter. Ouch. And then I just put the wireless receiver right there where the redstone control goes. And that works. I would like to come up with a way to create a wider range, like have it kick on around 1 million and kick off around 3.5 million. Probably a way to do that using the subtractor mode of the comparator and a little bit more complicated redstone wiring. But that works for now, and it'll keep this stuff going without wasting more fuel than we need to. So that's great. I'm super happy with that. And that'll keep us supplied, and then we could probably rig up something similar with the diesel fuel. Yeah, look at that, it's so cool. It just kicks on periodically. That's great. Alright, I am going to do some cleanup here. I wonder if this is... That was 14,000 buckets of oil. Wasn't this one... No, it was less. I don't know how much is left over here. It's the unfortunate thing. Let's do a little bit of cleanup here. Yeah, I'm gonna go and clean out my inventory and maybe move some of this stuff out from the middle of this area. Just do a little bit of tidying up. I think probably trim out some of these flowers to start getting this area manicured. I'll be back in a few minutes.